Hey, how you doing? It's your boy jhgamingltd, and thank you for clicking on this video. And this is part 2 in the free-to-play escape series. Basically where we're going around exploring different areas in the free-to-play world, different cities, working out if we can make money without needing any stats. So part 1 was rock. If you haven't watched part 1, there'll be a link above somewhere on the screen right about now. Head on over there, check that out. We made over 300k per hour in Varrock without needing any stats whatsoever, and this is what this city is going to be now. We're hitting Falador now. We're going to see how much money we can make without any stats required whatsoever. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and head over to our first money making idea number 1. Now you'll see on the bottom left screen a couple of gems. So this is the gem shop here in Falador, and the only thing that this man has in stock is a sapphire and an uncut sapphire. Price of the sapphire when you buy it off him, 250 coins, but if you have a look, it sells on the G for 328, so you're making a 78 GP profit there. This is the real one though, 25 GP for an uncut sapphire, and if you look at the price, 366 GP on the profit on GE, so you're looking at a massive 341 GP profit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 5 minutes hopping through the worlds, buying both of these sapphires. We've started with a 100k cash tag, and then we're going to work out exactly how much profit we make over the 5 minutes, so then be able to work out exactly how much we make over an hour. So there we have it. That was just over 5 minutes. Just over 5 minutes, and managed to do 2 inventories. So I only spent 7.5k. So let's price check it. So here we go. Here's the price check. So we spent 7.5k in just over 5 minutes, but we'll call it 5 minutes. And we got 27 uncut sapphires, and we got 27 sapphires worth 18k. So that means it's 11,394 GP profit.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Which, for doing nothing except buying, isn't bad at all. But we take that 11,394 and we times that by 12, that gives us 136,728 GP. So you're looking at about 140k per hour just buying these sapphires from that gem shop and then sell them on GE. So not a bad little money maker to start off with. You don't need a massive load of cash. That, what, 7k, you sort of double, don't you? So I spent about 7.5k and we got 18k back, so you just over double. So you don't need a massive amount of money to outlay, especially if you're buying it uncut sapphires when they're only 25 GP each. So let's head on over to the second one and let's see if we can beat 140k per hour. So in this next one, we are over at Flynn's Maces. We have got 30 steel maces We got 30 mithril maces, and we got 30 adamant maces. I have predicted that I can do 3 hops a minute. Predicted that I can do 2 per world. So you're looking at, this should take me around about 5 minutes to sell all of this here. Right, so before we get started, got a timer ready, but we just basically, you need to make sure that it has got the right stock level. So steel maces, they should have 4 in stock to give you the best price. Myth maces should have 3, and Addy should have 2, which is this is all good. So that means that we can go ahead and we can sell. So as long as we've got 4, 3, 2, we should be able to sell 2 of each and still make a profit. First one, obviously, best profit, and then once you've sold one, you get slightly less profit, but it's still profitable nonetheless. Anyway, 5 minutes it should take, but let's get the stopwatch on and let's get going. Go, last world actually taken 4 minutes, not 5, which is pretty good, and we ended up with a cash stack of 40,080. So if we take that cash stack 40,080 and we minus our original cost of goods, which was 28,800, that means we had a profit of 11,280. So that was 11.2k profit, 11.3k profit over 4 minutes. Now that means if we did that over 4 minutes, we can, over the course of an hour, make around about 170k profit.
Not bad, not bad.
Nice and easy money once again. Better than the sapphires. Sapphires was what, 140k, this is now 170k. But still not as good as one of those in Varrock. So let's head on over to the last moneymaker to see if we can either beat this one, at least beat this 170k. I want to try and get at least 200k per hour profit. Now the last one here is in Cassie's plate. No, it's not. It's in Cassie's shield shop. Now to be able to do this, what we need to make sure we've got is we need to make sure that we've got 0 iron kite shields for sale in the shop, 0 steel kite shields, and 0 mithril square shields, which should allow us to sell 2 of each. So once again, I'm estimating this is going to take around about 4 minutes because it's 3 items, 2 of each being sold per world, and we're going to work out exactly how much we can make over an hour. So let's price check it once again. So all of these shields have cost 32,160 GP. So that's 32.1k. So if I get my timer up, ready, steady, go. here we go into the last world. The last 2 of each to be sold, pretty much 4 minutes, actually just shy of 4 minutes at the minute, by about 4 seconds, but it's going to work out at 4 minutes nonetheless. And we ended up with a cash tag of 46,845. So, what we need to do is, now we need to work out exactly how much that is profit wise, to then be able to work out how much that is over the space of an hour. So, we have got a cash tag of 46,845. Stick that in the calculator. Minus the cost of goods, which was 32,100. Leaves us with a profit of 14,745, which is the best so far over that period. Now this was a 4 minute period once again, so that means if we multiply that by 15, we can make a 221,175 GP per hour.
Give your meat a good old rub.
So this is a 220k GP profit per hour, which is fantastic. It's another 200k plus per hour money making method that requires no stats. Not quite as good as Varrock, where we were making 320, but it's still a fairly decent money making method, and I think that's where we're going to call it. I think Falador is there's a few other places you could go ahead and you could fill up water jugs. You could go ahead and sell chainmail to the chainmail shop down the bottom, but we're probably looking at around about the same sort of costs here. But 220k profit per hour, still another fantastic money making method that requires no stats, just not quite as good as Varrock. So if you haven't watched that Varrock part 1 video, make sure you head over, hit the link above. I'm going to link it again. I linked it at the beginning and I link it again now. If you're new around here, if you liked the video, if it brought you some value, do me a favor, hit that like button. All the love, all the support is greatly appreciated. If you want to see part 3, you want to know when it comes out, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, all that lovely stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Adios.